So it all started at Disneyland, and I don't even like Disneyland. I remember the music was blaring, thousands of people were streaming into our Easter services. And I was told, hey, get out there, you're supposed to share. And right before I went out to speak, I felt I heard a voice. Is this it? And I didn't have time to think about it, but that started to disturb me because it forced me to start thinking how I define success. And had I been thinking about like just having a big church, and is that what success looks like? So as time went on, the church kept growing, and then I felt God started asking me another series of questions. And one question that I couldn't shake was when he said, what would the church look like if it wasn't contained on a piece of land? And I had no idea, because I had been trained and I had thought about just building bigger buildings and filling it with people, and that the bigger we were, the more influential we become, again, for Jesus' sake. But that question disturbed me. It just wrecked me to the point that I didn't want to do church anymore. I wanted to leave the ministry, and I got real cynical about a lot of stuff. So eventually I went to Bangkok, and that's when I felt God rewire me. He pushed the reset button, and I got this new vision of what I was doing and maybe the original design that God had really intended for me, and even for New Song. I saw how in Genesis 11, how the natural proclivity and inclinations of humanity is to build like this vertical building and to go as high as we can. It's like the Babel build in Genesis 11, where all these people want to show how great they are. So I saw ourselves like building this building and then putting New Song on top of it, and then maybe you put a little cross. But then I saw how that's not what God intended. In fact, He scattered the people into tribes. So I said, well, what's your intention then, God? And then it just emerged from the text. In Genesis 1, He said, be free, roam the whole earth, and just subdue it. It's yours. And then I saw in Genesis 12 how He gave us blessings so that we could bless the nations. And then blessing basically is to see people, to know them, to affirm their destiny, and to radically give them things. And I said, that's it. Man, we're called to freedom, and we're called to bless people, to give what God's first given to us. So when I think about our future, I get it. And I got clarity about what we're going to focus on. We're going to focus on three basic things. One is customization. It's where it's not so much about people fulfilling like my vision. It's really about us helping you find your vision, your dream, or God's dream for you. And there's 4 ways that this can be done. It's through like internships or residencies, through tribes, customized experiences like learning adventures, and also creative resources that we use to equip you to feel like you're free and that you're blessing the earth. The second thing is about collaboration, where there's no way we can do things on our own here. We have to partner with other churches, other groups, other social profits, and for-profits. And then lastly, it's not only about collaboration and customization, it's about creation. We're about unleashing the beauty of God to all the people. And so we'll be as creative, as innovative as possible so that we can impact the nations.